Whatever happened to the Arch Deluxe or Wendy's Hot and Juicy? These once iconic burgers disappeared from menus without a trace. Today, we're uncovering the stories behind 20 famous fast food burgers that vanished. Some forever, some brought back, but all legendary. McDonald's Arch Deluxe.
McDonald's executive chef, food enthusiast, and the man who actually created the Arch Deluxe.
The best ingredients are just the start of a great burger. Crisp leaves of iceberg lettuce.
Introduced in 1996, the Arch Deluxe was McDonald's bold attempt to attract adults with a more sophisticated burger. It featured a 1.4 lb beef patty, peppered bacon, lettuce, tomato, American cheese, onions, and a Dijon mustard mayo sauce, all served on a potato flour bun. McDonald's spent over $300 million on marketing, promoting it as the burger with a grown-up taste. However, its higher price and confusing ads failed to connect with the target audience. Despite its unique ingredients and flavor, customers weren't willing to pay extra for it. The Arch Deluxe flopped, and McDonald's discontinued it by the late 1990s. It's remembered as one of the biggest marketing failures in fast food history. If the Arch Deluxe was a marketing mistake, wait until you hear about the McClain Deluxe, McDonald's next big healthy idea that failed to win over customers. McDonald's McClain Deluxe.
Can too. You wanted great burger taste with a lot less fat. Only McDonald's responded. New McLean Deluxe will blow you away.
It's terrific. It can't be low.
Launched in 1991, the McLean Deluxe was McDonald's attempt to offer a healthier burger option. It featured a 91% lean beef patty, held together by carrageenan, a seaweed extract, to reduce fat content. Aimed at health-conscious customers, the burger was served with lettuce, tomato, ketchup, pickles, and mustard on a bakery-style bun. Despite its innovative approach, the McLean Deluxe struggled to win over fast food fans. Many found the taste bland, and jokes about seaweed burgers didn't help its reputation. Ultimately, its lack of flavor didn't appeal to the typical McDonald's customer. By 1996, low sales led McDonald's to discontinue the McLean Deluxe, cementing it as a bold but ultimately unsuccessful experiment in healthier fast food. Wendy's Fresco sandwiches.
New sandwiches. We make them fresh with exciting ingredients on freshly baked artisan bread. Not until we come up with a name.
How about Frescata?
Dig in.
In 2006, Wendy's introduced the Fresco sandwiches, aiming to compete with deli chains like Subway and Quiznos. These sandwiches featured premium ingredients, including meats like roasted turkey and Black Forest ham, served on artisan bread with unique sauces like basil pesto. Despite initial excitement for a fresh alternative to burgers, the Fresco line faced operational challenges. Preparation times were longer than typical fast food fare, and many locations struggled to maintain consistent quality. Customers enjoyed the fresh taste, but Wendy's core audience preferred the chain's faster, more traditional offerings. By 2007, low sales and logistical difficulties led Wendy's to discontinue the Fresco sandwiches, marking a short-lived attempt at gourmet fast food. Wendy's Fresco may have been ambitious, but Burger King's next creation was a nostalgic favorite that made a brief comeback. Meet the Yumbo. McDonald's MDLT.
Lettuce and tomatoes are very delicate. If they get warm, they get all soggy and pathetic looking. So I keep them in their own compartment in my refrigerator.
Launched in 1984, the MDLT was McDonald's attempt to keep burger ingredients fresh and appealing by using a unique two-compartment styrofoam container. One side held the hot beef patty and bottom bun, while the other side kept the lettuce, tomato, cheese, and top bun cool, allowing customers to assemble the burger just before eating. The MDLT was popular for its fresh taste, but the packaging quickly became a problem. By the early 1990s, growing environmental concerns over styrofoam led to widespread criticism. Under pressure to adopt eco-friendly practices, McDonald's discontinued the MDLT in 1991, marking the end of this innovative but ultimately unsustainable fast food experiment. We've seen how environmental issues killed the MDLT, but did Burger King's Whaler suffer the same fate? We'll find out soon. But first, let's talk about Wendy's all-you-can-eat Superbar Cheeseburger. Wendy's Superbar Cheeseburger.
Wendy's Superbar is great for families because there's something for everyone, like our fresh salads from our garden spot, Mexican food, including do-it-yourself tacos.
In 1988, Wendy's introduced the Superbar, an all-you-can-eat buffet that included a wide range of options, with the cheeseburger being a standout. This cheeseburger featured a juicy beef patty, melted cheese, lettuce, and tomato, served on a soft bun. The Superbar was popular for its variety and affordability, priced at just $2.99. However, the buffet concept presented significant challenges, including difficulties in maintaining fresh, high-quality food and keeping the stations clean during busy times. Additionally, the low price made it hard for Wendy's to turn a profit. By the early 1990s, due to these operational issues, Wendy's discontinued the Superbar, along with its beloved cheeseburger. Burger King's Yumbo.
Extraordinary.
Outrageous. And see also, it disappeared. Yumbo, the hot ham and...
Introduced in 1968, Burger King's Yumbo was a simple hot ham and cheese sandwich, featuring slices of ham and melted American cheese on a soft hamburger bun. It quickly became a popular choice for those looking for a warm, satisfying snack. However, by 1974, Burger King removed the Yumbo from its menu to focus more on its core offerings, like flame-grilled burgers. In 2014, Burger King briefly revived the Yumbo with a modern twist, serving it on a toasted hoagie bun with lettuce and mayonnaise. Despite the nostalgic appeal, the Yumbo didn't resonate with contemporary customers and was discontinued again shortly after. Its brief resurgence couldn't match the lasting success of the chain's burger items. Burger Chef's Big Chef.
Puzzling pickles, what's a fun burger?
Well, it's a delicious burger with a smile on the wrapper and a prize inside, like this flying top.
Or maybe a dude.
Introduced in 1965, the Big Chef was Burger Chef's answer to the Big Mac, featuring 2 beef patties, cheese, lettuce, pickles, and a tangy sauce on a toasted bun. It quickly became a customer favorite for its hearty taste and affordable price. Burger Chef, a fast food chain founded in Indianapolis, grew rapidly across the U.S. during the 1960s and 1970s. However, by the 1980s, the chain began to decline due to stiff competition and management issues. In 1982, Burger Chef was sold to Hardee's, leading to many locations closing or being rebranded. With the chain's downfall, the Big Chef disappeared from menus, but it remains a nostalgic favorite for those who remember it. Hardee's Big Twin.
Hardee's has 2 quarter-pound charbroiled burgers. It's a big decision.
What's on the Big Twin again?
Big Twin. 2 charbroiled patties, lettuce, cheese, special sauce.
And a Big Deluxe?
A quarter-pound of charbroiled beef with all the fixings.
Introduced in the 1970s, Hardee's Big Twin to compete with McDonald's Big Mac and Burger King's Whopper. It featured 2 beef patties, lettuce, cheese, and a special sauce, all served on a sesame seed bun. Known for its hearty flavor and satisfying size, the Big Twin gained a loyal following. However, by the 1990s, Hardee's began shifting its focus to larger, more premium burgers like the Thick Burger line. As part of this menu overhaul, the Big Twin was phased out, leaving many fans disappointed. Despite its removal, the Big Twin remains fondly remembered by those who enjoyed its rich flavors during its heyday at Hardee's. Who can forget the bonus Jack from Jack in the Box? It had 2 juicy patties, a secret sauce, and a whole lot of flavor. But like so many things from the 70s, it disappeared. But why did Jack remove such a fan favorite? Keep watching. Jack in the Box Bonus Jack.
I'll have your sourdough breakfast sandwich with the fresh egg and ham and cheese.
Oh, put me down for one of them breakfast biscuit whatchamacallits. The big one with sausage, egg, and cheese.
Introduced in 1970, the Bonus Jack was Jack in the Box's answer to McDonald's Big Mac. It featured 2 beef patties, American cheese, shredded lettuce, pickles, and Jack's signature secret sauce, all layered between a 3-piece bun. The Bonus Jack quickly became popular for its bold flavor and generous size. However, by the late 1970s, Jack in the Box revamped its menu and shifted its focus to new promotions, leading to the discontinuation of the Bonus Jack. Despite being removed, the Bonus Jack has occasionally reappeared for limited-time offers, catering to nostalgic fans. Its recurring comebacks highlight its lasting popularity, even though it never became a permanent menu fixture again. Burger King's fish rival, the Whaler, went head-to-head with McDonald's Filet-O-Fish. But who came out on top? Let's find out. Burger King's Whaler.
Just when you thought this was the big fish in the sea, Burger King brings back the Whaler. A
crispy golden fish fillet.
Introduced in the 1960s, Burger King's Whaler was created to rival McDonald's Filet-O-Fish, offering a crispy fried fish fillet topped with tartar sauce and lettuce, all served on a soft bun. The Whaler became a popular choice for customers seeking a seafood option alongside the chain's famous flame-grilled burgers. However, by the mid-1990s, Burger King decided to reformulate and rename the sandwich, rebranding it as the BK Big Fish. Changes in the recipe and presentation weren't enough to maintain the Whaler's popularity, and it eventually faded from the menu. While the BK Big Fish remains on the menu today, the original Whaler is still fondly remembered by longtime Burger King fans. Sonic's Steak Sandwich.
Get ready for a carload of flavor from your nearby Sonic Drive-In. The Sonic recipe for good taste calls for freshness every day.
Introduced in the 1950s, Sonic's Steak Sandwich was a unique offering that featured a tender steak patty topped with lettuce, tomato, and a special sauce, all served on a toasted bun. The sandwich quickly became a favorite for customers craving something heartier than a typical fast food burger. Its rich, savory flavor and satisfying size set it apart from Sonic's usual menu items. However, by the late 1980s, Sonic began simplifying its menu to better align with evolving consumer preferences. As part of this streamlining, the steak sandwich was discontinued, much to the disappointment of its fans. Despite its removal, it remains a nostalgic favorite for those who remember enjoying it during its prime. This next one is so weird, it's almost unbelievable. The McDonald's Hula Burger. Yes, a burger with pineapple instead of meat. But could it possibly compete with the Filet-O-Fish? Spoiler alert, it didn't. McDonald's Hula Burger.
You get beef, cheese, lettuce, and hot-grilled pineapple. Hey, hey, hey!
Introduced in the early 1960s by Ray Kroc, the McDonald's Hula Burger was an attempt to cater to Catholics who avoided meat on Fridays. Instead of a beef patty, the Hula Burger featured a slice of grilled pineapple topped with American cheese, served on a bun. Kroc believed the Hula Burger would be a hit, offering a unique, meatless option. However, during a test run, customers overwhelmingly preferred the Filet-O-Fish, created by franchisee Lou Groen. The Hula Burger flopped, selling only a handful compared to hundreds of Filet-O-Fish sandwiches. As a result, McDonald's quickly removed the Hula Burger from the menu, while the Filet-O-Fish went on to become a permanent offering. Which of these burgers do you wish they would bring back? Let us know in the comments. McDonald's Cheddar Melt.
Nothing like it around. McDonald's Cheddar Melt. With cheddar cheese sauce, grilled onions too. A bold new taste from McDonald's to you. Take along for the ride, super size.
Introduced in 1988, the McDonald's Cheddar Melt featured a 1/4 lb beef patty, topped with a creamy cheddar cheese sauce, grilled onions, and a touch of teriyaki sauce, all served on a soft rye bun. This unique combination offered a rich, savory flavor with a hint of sweetness from the onions and teriyaki sauce. While the Cheddar Melt initially gained some popularity for its distinct taste, it was always intended to be a limited-time offer. After its brief run, it was discontinued in the early 1990s. Despite occasional revivals, the Cheddar Melt never became a permanent menu item, but remains a nostalgic favorite among those who remember its bold flavor. Some burgers never made it nationally, but still left an impression. Let's explore the regional hits and hidden gems. Burger King's Western Whopper. Introduced in 1996, the Burger King Western Whopper was a bold twist on the classic Whopper, featuring a flame-grilled beef patty topped with smoky barbecue sauce, crispy bacon, cheddar cheese, lettuce, tomato, and onions. Designed to evoke the flavors of a Western-style barbecue, the Western Whopper quickly gained popularity for its hearty, savory taste. However, despite its initial success, the Western Whopper was eventually discontinued in the late 1990s as part of Burger King's routine menu rotation. While it has occasionally returned for limited-time promotions, it never became a permanent fixture. Still, fans fondly remember the Western Whopper for its bold combination of flavors. McDonald's Bacon Double Cheeseburger.
What could happen?
Hurry to McDonald's, and for a limited time, get the Bacon Double Cheeseburger. It's a bacon lover's dream with twice the meat and that smoky bacon flavor. With large fries.
Introduced in the late 1960s, McDonald's Bacon Double Cheeseburger became a favorite for its indulgent combination of 2 beef patties, crispy bacon, American cheese, pickles, onions, ketchup, and mustard, all served on a soft sesame seed bun. The burger offered a rich, savory taste with the added crunch and flavor of bacon, making it a popular choice for those looking for a heartier meal. However, by the late 1990s, McDonald's began rotating its menu and introduced newer options like the McDouble and Bacon McDouble, which led to the Bacon Double Cheeseburger being phased out. Despite its removal, it remains a fond memory for many longtime McDonald's fans. Next up is Wendy's Hot and Juicy Burger, a tribute to the founder. But why did it disappear? Wendy's Hot and Juicy Burger.
If you've ever had a dry, chewy hamburger, you're gonna love Wendy's Hot and Juicy Hamburgers.
Introduced in 2011, Wendy's Hot and Juicy Burger was a tribute to the chain's founder, Dave Thomas. It featured a thicker, juicier beef patty, fresh toppings like lettuce, tomato, and pickles, and a buttered, toasted bun for added flavor. This burger was part of Wendy's effort to revamp its menu and focus on higher quality ingredients. The Hot and Juicy Burger was well received, known for its rich, flavorful taste and improved texture. However, by the mid-2010s, Wendy's replaced it with the new Dave's single, double, and triple line, offering a more streamlined menu. While the Hot and Juicy is gone, its influence remains in Wendy's current burger offerings. From the Arch Deluxe to the Big Twin, these burgers were beloved by many but disappeared without a trace. Do you think any of them deserve a comeback? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.